Yo, you already know it's King African Mac. We back with another episode of the Africa Show. Let's get straight into it. Yo, for this time, I gotta put my voice of the niggas hat on because why? I'm the voice of the niggas, right? We gotta address something that's not talked about a lot. We hear a lot of people talk about toxic masculinity or whatever, but what we don't address, what we don't talk about, is toxic femininity. Or femininity, whatever it's called. But yes, that's the thing. And people watching this probably like, oh my God, bro. Yes, nigga, it's a thing. Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing because, but like, for example, this morning I wake up, hop on, what you call it, even before I brush my teeth, nigga, even before I even yawn, scratch my nuts, I hop on social media. And I see on Twitter, this thing. And if you don't know how to read, I'll read it for you. So Shorty tweeted, if we're not married, or if we not married, why would I give a child I carried for the last 9 months your last name? Why? How? And then somebody replied, if we're not married, it's my child, and I don't have to give my child that I carried for the last 9 months the last name of a man who ain't my husband. He's just the father, and there's no long ties to him. Even if we are married, I don't have to give my kids my husband's last name. It's 2021. Is it drugs? Or is it just 2021? Because this is a perfect example of toxic femininity. Shorty, what are you talking about? So in the future, when your child says, oh, I need this and that, what you going to say? Go to the daddy, the same one who had no long ties? Huh? What you going to say if you need help in the future when you trying to put him on child support? You going to keep that same energy and be like, oh, there was no long ties to him? Huh? Like, yo, you got to let's address this. Just because you have a pussy does not mean you have power. Okay? Do you understand that? Same way as a male, just because we have a dick or muscles or stuff like that doesn't mean we're privileged to get anything we want. No. Same way as women. Just because you have a pussy or vagina does not mean you have power. Just because you're a female does not mean you have access to the best things in the world. Life is tough. Life is rough. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, we cultivating this mindset that it's like, and we pushing this mindset of, oh yeah, know your worth. And of course, you should always know your worth. But don't gas up your fucking worth, B. If you worth $2, don't say you worth $2.90, nigga. Stick to $2. We get mad when we go to the store and the same thing that we was buying for 50 cents is a quarter more. All right then, so it's like, yeah, know your worth, Doritos. And I'm not saying that women is this and that. I mean, I don't know. We're not even gonna get into that type of bag. You know what I mean? But it's just like, yo, it's realistic though. Because what happens though? Because it's like with this mindset, that shit is so toxic. Because it's like you talking about there's no long ties to a man. What does that even mean? It's like we pushing this whole thing of, oh, we don't need men. Oh, we don't need this. Oh, we don't need that. But you do. But you do. People be jacking just because I got a vagina. I deserve the best in the world. You don't. Sorry. Because that's like a man saying, oh, because I got muscles, I could take anything I want. I could take anything I want. I could take the vagina if I want to. You can't. Oh, I got all the money in the world. I could do anything I want. You can't. So it's like, come on. Then it begs the question of, just morally, why you sleeping with somebody if you're not married? Like, why you raw dogging somebody if you're not married? I'm not saying you should be, but if you want to go by that type of context and be like, there's no long-term ties, blah, 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 why you sleeping with somebody if you're not married in the first place? What do y'all think about toxic femininity? It's a lot more to unfold in there, but I just wanted to talk about that specific tweet and reply because I wanted to know if it was just 2021 or is it drugs? Voice of the niggas. I'm out.